Hi, and on tonight's episode, will Pink Floyd get displaced off the top of the charts?
And will we land on Yodel so we can finally have our Yodel off?
Stick around, find out. Hello, and welcome to the Thamesmen.
Hello, welcome. How are you, George?
I'm good, mate. How are you doing?
Good. I'm finally ready to knock Pink Floyd off the top. I mean, they are.
Okay, well, I hope this track can. Well, I think Pink Floyd deserves to be on the top, but anyway.
Pink Floyd are the only band to have their own segment.
I know. Well, we'll have to see. They are pretty spectacular. So,
but if
anyway.
one band can knock them off, it's going to be Muse. So I'm looking forward to this.
Okay, so you've shot my fox. You've given away what I'm going to do, but it's a Muse track. So.
I know it is. I do apologise. I just pissed on your firework there from quite far. Is it?
Is it? Have you got it queued up? So tonight.
God almighty.
Tonight, this is a track we talked about earlier, and we've actually had a load of recommendations about Muse. This one, though, for us is kind of this is the one that your brother sent you, and then I think you sent it to me shortly afterwards. And it's that first track of Origins of Symmetry. It is Newborn. But the other thing about this is the gig you were at in Glastonbury, because we love Glastonbury.
We do love Glastonbury.
And so it's Newborn in 2004 at Glastonbury. So let's listen to the track.
And then hang around later for the Laser Scoreboard, the advanced Laser Scoreboard, to see if Muse make it on. And also for the Fortune Wheel.
We'll see what I will be doing on our next episodes. Okay.
But I'm looking forward to this because, I was at the gig. I was in the middle and the back, and it was 2004, in the middle, actually. And this gig, I'd seen Muse, but this is the first. They just absolutely rocked this gig, and they stole Glastonbury, and I haven't seen it since. So, is it as good as my memory?
Okay, let's give it a go, because this is a great track. Let's face it, it's a great track.
All right, well, you count us in, big boy.
I'll count you in. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Amen. Such a big crowd.
so good. That is just like,
Not many bands. There's not many bands like Muse in the world.
There really are not, and that's what makes it great, because it's something just you don't see every day, is it?
He starts on the piano. He's a great pianist. He swings over to the guitar. He's got a killer riff, and he sings falsetto. He sings he just absolutely kills it.
But then you've got that killer bass line.
Well, the whole song for me is a bass line. The bass is unbelievable. They're working to clicks. They're all working to clicks in their ears.
Well, they have to for big shows, don't they? But
they have to, because they're putting triggers in everywhere. But still, the bass player was just rock solid and didn't ease up. I don't know how hard that bass line is to play. I think it's very hard to play.
It's just like the whole thing, though. What a show. And Glastonbury again, obviously soft spot. You were there at the show, for God's sake.
Well, tell people about, because if someone's jumped in, tell people what Glastonbury is, because someone said it was good that we gave a description of Glastonbury. Tell people why Glastonbury is special and what it is.
So Glastonbury started out as like a little festival for travellers. Like, Hawkwind, if you know Hawkwind, and things would turn up in a field. And it used to be for the CND, Campaign for Nuclear Disarmament, down. It's in was it Pilton? Is it in Wiltshire?
Yes.
And it's Michael Eavis was a farm owner who would do it, and he was very much into world peace and nuclear disarmament. And he set up his cowshed, and they'd have these bands, and it grew. And it used to be no one would pay. People would jump the fence, and there were no fences because it was a whole field. And it grew and it grew and it grew. And it's now like the hottest ticket in town if they hold it.
It's on ley lines, special ley lines.
You can see Glastonbury tour from it.
The Nazis went over to look for the Holy Grail from.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
But it's on special ley lines, and the farmer, Mr. Eavis, sometimes
his daughter runs it now, though, doesn't it?
Yes, Emily. Yeah, but sometimes they just cancel it because the cows are stressed and the milk quota's down. And that big pyramid was, as we said before, is a cowshed.
I think that one burned down, and then they built a more permanent structure, or they got some different structure. I can't remember, but yeah, right. It's so good.
And why do people have flags there? Compared
so they can find each other, probably. It's so big.
That's it. That is it. It's the only festival I've been to. But you go, well, where are you going to be? Well, you go, that big fuck off sign with whatever, that's us. And you go there, and because there's so many people camping, we all camp. Everyone has huge flags, and it's just
you can find your spot. Did you ever hear that story? We've got a friend called Ali. Who is I'll leave his last name out for remainder, who had a great story about one of his friends who went to Glastonbury. Do you hear this one?
No.
And who there's a huge crowd. Saturday afternoon, there was 100,000 people to watch a band, and they have the police helicopters hovering overhead somewhere, keeping an eye on the crowd and stuff. And he had a friend who turned up in this kind of official looking, high vis jacket, with a radio, and he goes, yeah. If you could come down here, we got a problem. And he can you all clear out? The helicopter's got to come down in the middle of the crowd. He cleared this huge circle in the middle of the crowd to say there's a helicopter, and then just pissed off and just left them there going, where's the helicopter?
Well, they have actors walking around. So you're there in Glastonbury and you're having your pints and whatever. And I was there with friends at one time, and about 9 Victorian nannies come through with prams.
Really?
Yeah, and they're paid by the festival to mingle in with the crowd.
Freak out the people who are tripping.
Yeah. Another time they had the really scared security. Every time there'd be a loud noise, they'd all be like that. It was just and I remember one time I came down and I found you, and you got there too early, and your tent was fucking surrounded by millions of people. What the fuck are you doing camping here? It was empty when we arrived, then the crowd arrived. And there was another time when we went there, it was run by Scousers, Liverpudlians, favourite people in the world, and it was the days when you could either go up or over the fence. And we found that this guy, and he's standing outside, he goes, he had a hole, and he goes, yeah, £10, use my hole. Scouts. All right then. So what you do is you pay him £10. You go down under the hole, under the fence, and do you know what you pop up in?
What?
a Scouser's tent. So you come up in a tent, and then you unzip it, and you just walk out into the festival and zip it again. It was like the ever-giving tent.
It was like a World War II prisoner of war escape movie or something.
Dear me. Right, okay.
We can fill this video. Let's save our story because I got some more. But anyway,
let's give it a score. Muse, one of the best.
I've got my tab. I'm ready.
All right. Okay. I go first because you picked the track. I don't think it was as good as Stockholm Syndrome. I think it was good, but I can't believe what I give Stockholm Syndrome. But I'm going to give that a high score. I'm going to give that a 9 because the performance was just blistering.
It is. Because of all the Glastonbury stuff and it's... and like it was the first track I ever heard from Muse, and it's also actually the same year that I saw them in the Mine in LA. But that's another thing. So you say no? I think I'm a 9.2.
Yeah.
So
can I up mine? Because you're right. Very first song I ever heard of them was this track, and it's what made me love them. So yeah, can I go with you on a 9.2? Can we just
we can do the same? Yeah, okay, 9.2. So 9.2. That's 18.4. Is that
18.
right?
18.4.
18.4.
And then
okay, so where's that put us?
Oh,
where does that put us?
Yeah.
Oh well, okay. That edges out Elton John.
Oh well, I don't think he minds.
Okay, and
he's made enough money.
It's a Pink Floyd triple followed by a Muse double. Just below Knights of Sidonia there. How about that? 2 Muses
and a triple Floyd at the top.
There you
go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have got Wheel of Fortune. Welcome back. This is going to be George's track. So what we're going to do, we're going to spin the Wheel of Fortune.
Okay, give it a good spin. I don't want yodeling. Give me a good spin.
I don't want prog rock.
It's my tune.
It is, and so what the idea is, if anyone is still with us, because we probably have lost everyone, where it lands, put what track you want for George to react to. Turn on the notification bell, so when it comes up next, you can see if your track got picked. So thank you very much. Oh, and like and subscribe. Every single comment. We get really excited. All right, are you ready? This is for your next track.
Big spin.
Wheel of Fortune. Oh, it's a biggie. It's a biggie.
Big spin.
No. Yes, medieval folk rock.
No, folk rock. Oh, why would I?
Oh. Everyone, please leave. What medieval folk rock track? What medieval folk rock track you would like George to respond to?
I reserve the right to choose my own at some point as well.
Jesus, I didn't think that was going to get in for a very medieval folk rock.
Oh, you had to put medieval.
Thank you very much.
All right, well, that's it. Thank you for listening if you're still here. And we really, really appreciate it. So subscribe, like, and ring that bell. Ding. Okay.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Medieval folk rock. You're fucked.